This lesson is on compensatory education. Essentially, you'll be able to recall the attempts made to improve working class educational attainment. Basically, if it's no secret that the working class do not as well as they should in education, what's being done to sort that out? Preschool education, compensation, positive discrimination, money, sure start, nursery, development, gifted and talented. Compensation does not simply refer to the amount of money you get if you fall over in the street. Compensation is what you get to try and put something right. If something's gone wrong, what do you get to put it right? It's compensation. Positive discrimination. Discrimination is picking a group and treating them differently. That doesn't have to be negative, bad. That can be positive discrimination. Helping a group, picking a group and helping them is positive discrimination. So, let's get started. If the government knows that the working class have big disadvantages, then what can be done to help? It's not a secret. This chart we've already looked at, and that we'll use again and again and again over the next few years, is done by the government. It shows the stupid rich kids overtaking the clever poor kids by the time they've left primary school. It's not a secret. So the attempts that are made to put this right are called compensatory education. It means doing things inside and outside schools for working class kids to compensate them for their working class upbringing, essentially. So, in Britain, there's things like the Sure Start programme. You may remember this sign outside a building in New Addington. It's the Sure Start Centre. There are thousands of these all over the country. It supplied things like free nursery education, but educational nursery education. Yeah. Educational toys, pens, paper, computers. The kids aren't getting this from their working class homes. The Sure Start Centre will supply it. You know, craft equipment, painting, educational play. And things like parenting classes. It wasn't just for the kids. In this photograph, this trainer is teaching these working class parents how to read to their baby. Hold the baby on your lap. Have the book open. Point to the words as you say them. It sounds daft, but this is what middle class parents do. This is what's thought working class parents don't. So teach working class parents to be like middle class parents and read to their babies. At schools, there was the Gifted and Talented programme, still is to an extent. It helped to pay for various outward bound type holidays, university trips, sporting events. Now there's the pupil premium. If a child ever collected free school meals, then the school gets extra money per child to spend on trying to compensate for their parents' poverty, to try and make sure that they achieve their potential. The problems. It might not work. It might not work. We don't know. It's hard to say. Social science is so difficult to prove anything. It just might not work. Even if it does, it's years before you can tell. If you set up a Sure Start Centre and a pupil premium and Gifted and Talented and all that business, it's going to be 16 years before you know if it's worked or not. And because of that, politicians stop it. They're not interested in things that take 16 years. They want things that work before the next election. Particularly, you won't be surprised to hear that the Labour Party, the party representing the working class, brought in Sure Start, and the Conservative Party got rid of it. And I think probably the most important one is that nowhere near enough money is being spent on it. A Sure Start Centre, a couple of university trips, is not going to compensate working class kids for the lifetime of cultural capital that they're going to get, the middle class kids are going to get from their parents. It's not going to be enough. The logical if extreme solution? Well, the only way to sort this would be to take all children off their parents at about 2 years of age and put them in sort of state primary schools, boarding schools. That would work, but that of course is never going to happen.